What's up guys, this is Void of Just Gaming, your channel for fresh Arena of Valor content, and I haven't played AMILY since December, so I think it's time for AMILY again. She is brutal 1 versus 1 and we are going to see that in today's video. Stay tuned for more content. If you'd like to subscribe, hit the notification button as well, and a like would always be appreciated by myself. If you got something to say, the comment section is free to use, and I just hope you enjoy today's video. Alright guys, as you can see, we have the Sancti in the build. That means that I wanted to try out a little bit of crit damage. You will see that respectively in the Arcana. Otherwise, I think that's nothing super specific. We are building on full damage. We've got the Rank Breaker and Omni Arms. I think these weapons are really good on every single warrior. Rank Breaker will be changed slightly with a new hotfix. I don't know how this is going to improve or decrease its value. It's gonna be a nerf or something like that. Otherwise, you can take Spear of the Longinus for the attack shatter here. And I'm going with Shield of the Lost to reduce stuff that the enemy can throw towards me. That's the only armor item that I'm gonna use. We're gonna see how that turns out. I haven't played AMILY that often, so this is kind of like a build I'm trying out. I'm going with the Crit Assassin build, meaning I'm going with a critical chance here. There might be a better crit rune, and we're going to take a look at it immediately after I've showed you the composition. Guerrilla is quite good because you want to improve your attack speed. I think that's pretty solid with the movement speed. Skewer is one of the staple arcana that I'm using all the time because of that beautiful armor pierce. And we are going with a more or less damage oriented build, meaning we're going to have the Raging Inferno, we have a Deadly Claw and Devil's Awakening. Everything in this build is about dealing more damage, despite the fact that we're using Enhanced Restore. I think it's better than the Mark of the Frost. It's gonna give you better sustain, and we're going with the Gunslinger. That's the other enchantment that we're going to use. And I would say, in terms of this, we can use, for example, Rampage should be actually quite nice. I don't think that Blitz is gonna make it. Blitz is more for AD carries, so I believe that I would use Rampage over Atrocity for this build, but I don't have enough room in terms of the Arcana pages, so you gotta deal with that. And now I've got some gameplay. That's such a nice opening, as we are having a normal team composition. We have a real support hero. That's pretty amazing. I've played a lot of games in the last days where the team composition were actually not that great. So best of luck for this game. I already know how this is going to turn out. I'm giving a little leash to my Errol. Errol is going to get a small buff in the new update. So I'm up against a OMEN. And OMEN is a little bit a problem because he's quite good dueling as well, but he's more supposed to be some kind of late game bully, but he can deal a lot of damage at the beginning of the game as well, so you got to be careful on this. I'm able to sneak off that little bird here, and what I'm doing is I'm poking OMEN constantly using my wild card, my trump card. I don't know how that stuff is named. I'm not sure about this. And I'm able to make it out alive, and unfortunately for him, I get first blood because I outplayed him. There was a little bit of luck involved in this scene, but luck is something which is amazing and you need it sometimes. It's just just good that you got it sometimes. And yeah, he flashed for no reason, flickered, but worked out fine for me, so I'm good. 1 kill, 2 for the Telenos, so 3 versus 0. That's a good kickstart here for my team. And what I can tell you about Omen is what you want to accomplish is that you basically wait for him to have his passive ready. So if he's using this kind of it's not a scythe, I don't know, like, I've forgotten the English word for it. I've forgotten the word for it, what it's called. It's not a leash, but it's somehow a leash. No, it's not. I don't know, like, okay, whatever. I just forgot the name. It's a whip! When his whip is out. So, yeah, what I wanted to tell is if you have him... Okay, I defeated him as well. If you want to wait for his... You want to wait for him to get his 2 out, because his 2 is reducing the damage by 50%, which is actually amazing. That's where his crazy duelist skills come from. And he's got that leash where he's going to attack faster and he has going to have more range. So you want both of these to be on cooldown before you enter the fight. And then you can just wildcard him, use your 3 combo in a row kick or something like that. It doesn't really matter. It's just basically something that you want to have, unless you have the upper hand by just kicking the stuff out of him. So he was a little bit faster. He's got Flicker. Flicker might be actually quite nice on her as well. But he has been a little bit faster. But as you can see, he's level 4. I'm level 5. As long as I have ult ready, he is no match. I think that was probably quite clear in this situation. So game is looking super good for us. And I would have said that this was supposed to be another bot game, but 2 things are arguably against this kind of theory. First is Lindis is calling out Wisp all the time. That's the one thing. And the other thing, I missed it here. And the other thing is I don't have that many losses. So I think they are just not good. I said it. I said it. And now I need to go out and she can't catch me. That's pretty unfortunate. But I wait for her, biggest bait of all times. And we're able to bloodbath the hell out of them. So things are going quite nicely. 13 kills in 5 minutes. I think they just lost the game because they don't want to win the game. But yeah, I need to shut my mouth because the last games that I have been playing were a mess. I was really, really bad. So I played like the platinum pleb that people are calling me on the internet. Onslaught 15. Now we ruined our versus 0. So 15-2. So fucking brainless. Well, happens. That just happens. So far I can't tell if the build is super nice or something. I mean, a lot of damage comes from her skills. So that's good. Eating a tower shot here, completely unnecessary. That should not have been the case, but things are looking good. Again, missing. I need to work on my micro a lot. And now there are 2 enemies against me, but I saw that Raz is coming to back me up. But the problem is that there is a Zata fighting, and now I need to use all of my skills to defeat them. And as you can see, things were actually going quite well because Omen was nearly dead and Lindis was there too. So I was fighting against 2 enemies, but unleashing my ult everything worked out quite fine, and we are able to get them to surrender. I mean, quick game for you guys, but I think that is something that this channel needs a little bit more. All these 15-minute games are not really snackable content. So here we go with a really short match. Telenos is the MVP of this game. I think well deserved. She's got a lot of kills. 4,000 gold here. Damage taken 12%. That's really nice. And we're going to have a look at the stats, but you have seen the build at the beginning of the game. And here is another reminder. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do. 303, that's the build. And here comes the stats. Most damage and most tanked. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.